Hi and welcome back to this new video. My name is Kimberly and welcome to my channel. I mostly make videos like knitting podcasts or knitting vlogs or some knitting chats. Well, this is the first time I'm gonna make a video about everything I have knit in 2024. I would call it the first year of really knitting. I made some things the year before, but last year's really got me into knitting and I was more committed than ever before. That does not mean I make as a lot as other people maybe are showing here on the internet, because I'm impressed about how much they get off their needles. And that's not me, but hey, that's also fine. And I still want to show you what I've made. I'm not gonna do this in chronological order. I'm just gonna whip out what I have here laying next to me, and I hope you enjoy. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more videos. Let's get started. Let's start with what I am wearing. This is my Stockholm Sweater by Petiteknit. Fully mohair. I've knitted this up in 2 strands of soft silk mohair from Isiger. First time I've knitted a fully blown on mohair sweater. It has taken me quite some while. I think I've finished the body in July or something, and it just had been lingering on my needles. Did the sleeves, had some yarn issues, as in I lost yarn chicken, and I finished it up like in the last week of December. So still finished it last year, but yeah, it took a while. I'm very happy with the outcome and I love the color. It's the same color Petiteknit has on her website. She showcases the pattern and I just fell in love and I made it. It fits really well. It has some lovely shoulder detailing with some short rows when you picking up for the sleeve. That was the first time I've ever done that in a pattern, and it turned out really, really nice. Also, the body has some shaping, so you do decreases around couple of rows. That way the garment gets a nice fitted body shape and it fits perfectly with high-waisted pants. So yes, very happy with that one. Next thing, some socks. These are Sunday socks. Oh, one is inside out. Excuse me. These are Sunday socks, also by Petiteknit, in some leftover yarn that I had. It's fully mohair yarn, so it's not perfect for socks, and it will probably pill a lot, as this yarn already pills a lot with the sweater I made from it. But yes, very cozy socks, went quite fast. Must say it was kind of hard on my hands with the 4mm 9-inch circular needles. Also, this one, I've finished one sock and then just waited ages to make the next one, but we're done. And I also see when I'm holding like this, they're not even the same length. Who cares? Nobody's gonna see that when they're on my feet. So that was a pair of socks. Then I will do another pair of socks. I'm sorry, but they're gonna be a bit dirty, or not dirty. They are a bit discolored. These are some socks I made for my boyfriend. It's a self-drafted pattern. I just used like the basic vanilla sock pattern and then I just alter it to something I like. I made a video about this on my YouTube as well, figuring out the design. Yes, I'm very happy. It has this cute detail on the back that runs all the way to the heel, and he's very happy with it. Also took quite some while and begging from his part for me to finish it, but now, yeah, I must say he's really knit worthy, or at least now that I've finished them he's shown that he's knit worthy. So yes, another pair of socks. Then a sweater. This is the Clout Sweater by Petiteknit in a lovely snefnook yarn. And I hold it together with a strand of soft silk mohair from Knitting for Olive, and it's like a lilac purple. Really, really nice, really happy. It's very warm. I like that it's simple but still has the little details like on the cuff. And yeah, overall it's really lovely. It doesn't really pill at all. I think it's the combination of the mohair and the snefnook together, because if the patterns or at least the garments I made with only snefnook yarn, they do pill a bit or like shed as well. So when you wear it with black, you have all these little hairs on you, but overall very happy. And if you've seen my video about my knitting plans for if you've seen my video on my knitting plans for 2025, you can see that I am considering making the top version for the summer, because it's just such an easy knit. And yeah, really happy with this one. First I thought it was a bit of a gamble to make it in a bright color, but yeah, I'm very happy I did, and it makes me happy every time I wear it, so positive. Then let's go to a hat. This is the Weekend hat by Petiteknit in, I think it's the Sunday tweed, and I really love the speckling of it. You just knit enormously long section with some folding lines, and in the end you do the decreases for the top part. Because it's a rib, I made it a bit too tight. So when it was finished and you put it on your hat, it was so tight you could not wear it. So I blocked it. I really tried to stretch it. It is better, but still, if I wear it for a bit, I have lines on my forehead from this hat, so I should probably block it again and then put it on a ball or a balloon so it keeps the shape. Also, I said to my boyfriend, hey, you can use this hat because he has a smaller hat than me and it fits him. However, because he has a smaller head, it's also tighter on longer on the top side than it is for me. So he has to really pull it down for it to be tight around his head, and then the folding lines don't match. I think nobody really cares. I see it when he wears it and the folding lines are not on the right spot. At least it gets use out of it, so he's happy with it as well, and it's very warm because of the 3 folded layers. Then a slip over. Very proud of this one. The Moby Slipover by Petiteknit, and it was a joy to knit this up, and it tested my patience and skills. Yeah, I really love it. I did make some mistakes by reading the pattern when I started the pattern in the back. So there is a difference in the front and the back. Decided that I didn't care and just continued doing that for the whole back section. So the back is a bit different than the front. However, nobody's gonna see unless I tell them, so it's fine. I've knitted this up in a Mominoki yarn, fin wool, I believe it's called, and I held it, double, maybe not. I don't quite remember, but it's a really sturdy yarn, and it's not that soft, but it also doesn't feel very scratchy. only like in the neckline, because you have the attached part where I started the collar, and that sometimes can rub a bit and it's prickly. However, I mostly wear it over a long sleeve or a blouse, or and then it works fine. I would definitely like to use this yarn again for another project this year. As I said, maybe it's going to be the Dogmart sweater with the zip, and I would love to maybe knit it in this fin wool. However, it's quite an expensive wool. I think it's 20 or even 30 euros for like a hank, and I probably need quite a lot for a whole sweater. Yeah, I would love that one to be sturdy and not really pilly, and that does not happen. And I wear this a lot, and everybody always gives me compliments about it, even when they don't know that I've knitted it myself. So this is the last piece I have, and it's my Daydreamer cardigan by Petitieknit, knitted up in only snap neck. And as I said, it does peel shed a bit now after a couple of wears. I love it. It's a half fisherman's rib. I thought if I'm gonna make a cardigan, I don't want to like knit and purl, so I thought this is a good option because the sides are just the same and that way it doesn't feel as bad as you're on the wrong side only purling. At least that was my take on it, and I had a joy knitting this up with the raglan construction. However, I did not meet gauge at all, so I did make a couple of swatches, and in the end I opted for a bigger needle, I believe, if I recollect correctly. And then I sized up because I didn't match the row, and for gauge and for a raglan it's also kind of important that you sort of meet the row gauge. So in the end I sized up, but I didn't want it to be so oversized, so I ended up doing some decreases around like under the armpit to make the body part smaller. And the only thing I modified from the pattern. The only thing I also am not as proud of on this one is how I picked up the underarm areas. I have some leftover yarn, so I would still be able to fill up some gaps if needed. Very happy with this one as well, and it's so colorful again. I was in doubt if I should make something colorful because I'm not the most colorful person, and in the end, again, so happy that I chose this pink. I think it suits me very well with my skin tone, and I have worn it quite a lot since I finished it, so that's very, very good. But that leaves us at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 finished projects for 2024. So not as much as maybe other people are making, but I'm still very proud of it. I did finish a mixing water bottle, like in the beginning of that 2024 year, like at the end of 2023 for my grandma, but that was a gift, so I don't really count it in. And the camisole number 9 is still not finished, so I cannot count that as a finished project yet. Maybe I will be able to finish it in a couple of weeks, but for now, this is it. This is all I've knit in 2024, and I hope I can make a lot more upcoming year. However, I'm not going to force myself to make more and more and more and more just because I feel that I need to produce more. I really want to take my time and enjoy the knitting, and I hope it's going to be a good year and that we can make this video again next year and show you all the other beautiful projects that I have made. For now, thank you for watching this video and I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye.
So baby, it's a shame that we don't operate well, baby.